the turtle. In Risk, turtling is a defensive strategy used by players that focuses on the long run. They avoid expanding too quickly and stay under the radar until the endgame, where they strike quickly and aggressively to seize the win. This means turtles take the key continent, Australia, as early as possible and then hold onto it for the entire game, stacking up those +2 bonus troops around. So, you build up your army, maybe spread slightly into Asia to build a bit of leeway when attacking, but avoid provoking others with attacks or breaking continents. And as Australia only has one entrance, it's easy to hold, but once you're past the slow start, you can cash cards in and make a huge push in only a few turns into the rest of Asia and then onward. The Europe and Africa player. These players take the two most central and troop-rich continents and use them to sweep the board. First, they focus on Africa, as it's easier to controlling choke points and being sure not to spread too thin. Then, during the mid-game, these players look to secure Europe and start stacking troops or territories like Iceland or Eastern Europe. Once players have managed to break into the south of Europe, their main territories to then take are Iceland and Scandinavia, as these offer best opportunities to move forward and take the whole continent. But once these players have captured the two continents, they build up bonus troops and begin to stack. Using their central position, they then launch multiple attacks per turn, eliminating both Asia and the Americas to seal the win. No continents. These are players that don't look to hold any continent bonuses on purpose. Instead, they go after income and focus on timing and survival. This means they don't have to defend borders, don't provoke players, and can collect cards as well as eliminate weakened individuals. However, they do have their drawbacks, especially when everyone else holds continents, as you get easily fizzled out, meaning this playstyle can only be executed well in very chaotic situations. If you're wondering what this looks like in the game, here's an idea. With no solid borders and armies scattered in a corner or uncontested region, this really does rely on killing a weakened player with 4 cards and turning them in immediately, using those troops to kill the next and form a chain into dominance. The card holder. Card holders collect cards and use them for maximal value, whether this be to defend, chain multiple kills, or launch a surprise attack. They are sure to earn 1 card for every turn, and their first objective is to collect 4 cards, as this then sets them up for a big 5th card kill. But the main point of this play is to wait for high trade value, with later sets offering bigger bonuses, meaning they have to survive for long enough to do so. In order to do this, these players time their attack perfectly and target weakened players to eliminate them to take their cards for more turn-ins. In fact, they don't usually hold continents, if so maybe one of the smaller ones, and stack troops up all in one place before completing your massive attack in only a few turns. The Blitzkrieg. These players use fast, overwhelming aggression, aiming to dominate before anyone else can even react. This means they rush into continents and eliminate weak targets quickly. Their early attacks mean they can capture entire continents within just a few turns, willing to sacrifice troops just to break a continent or wipe a player. Of course, this is a high-risk, high-reward playstyle, controlling heavy before others even have a chance and weaken the field heavily. However, with such an obvious strategy, these players can be ganged up on and stopped, and if their early push fails, there is no backup. The easy way to spot these players is if they're trying to control Australia, Africa, or South America with only 1 to 2 turns, and is usually at war with 2 more players by turn 3 to 4. North America. As in the name, these players hold North America for its powerful +5 troop bonuses and use it to then launch across the entire map. Being a high potential but also high commitment strategy, everything is to win for. With only 3 choke points to hold it, it's fairly easy to defend and is the perfect mid-game base, except because everyone knows of its power, this player type is much more common than others and is almost always split between 2 to 3 players at the beginning. In the early game, they tried to control Western US, Ontario and Alberta, even negotiating a truce with South America players. During the mid-game, they then take full control by eliminating all others and stack their troops on the choke points, using +5 bonuses to outbuild neighbours. Then, in the endgame, they expand into South America and pressure Europe or Asia.